Today I'm going to demonstrate the setup and takedown of the Callaway Quad 8-foot net. It's our newer version. Just take it out of the bag. There's some poles in the bag, so you're going to need to come back to that. But the first thing you want to do is just toss it up in the air and let it fold out, unfold as a square. Inside the bag there's a storage pocket. Sometimes it's difficult to find the top of that storage pocket. But it's Velcroed to keep things in place. And you're going to find some shock poles in there that you'll need for setup. There's also some ground stakes and a target. Let's work with the net itself first. This net stands up similar to a teepee, I guess is the best way to describe it. A little awkward at first. A friend is always helpful, but if you don't have a friend, you can assemble these shock poles into the sides while it's laying on the ground, then it'll stand up much easier. These serve as spacers, basically. Put them into the holes. It's very intuitive on which pole goes in which area. And you can see how these poles just give the net stability. Okay, actually facing backwards. That's the finished net. If you're working with this net outdoors, the yellow stakes in particular are for the loops in the center. It's most important to stake down the center loop. That helps the net keep the integrity of its frame. And then the other metal stakes can be in the other loops. There's also tie-down straps for a windy day, and you'd use the stakes on the end of those. So that's the setup. Take down, just the opposite. We pop the shock cords out. Once those are out, bring the frame together and let it fall to the ground so you have a giant square again. Once you have that giant square, you want to take an opposite corners and marry them up by folding them over like this. And hold all pieces of the frame in your hand. Again, similar to many of our other nets that are pop down and fold up, you have a giant cannoli to work with. You want to stand it on its side and take those top two, tuck it underneath, and then the rest of the frame will